Hi guys, today I have my first update for my Project Tin Pan Round 3. So it's been exactly 2 weeks since I started this project. I originally put in 10 makeup items, or I should say 9 makeup items and 1 perfume into this project, and my goal is to finish them somewhat around 2 months. So right now it's been 2 weeks and I have only finished 1 product, so let me show you that real quick. This one is actually a depotted eyeshadow, so it's just a little pen, and it came from a Estee Lauder palette, and I don't know the name of the shade, I'm sorry. It's just a shimmery plum shade that's kind of darker. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the color, and it's alright, but I don't think it's the most complimentary on my face. The next 2 items are also depotted eyeshadows, so I put all of them in this little sewing kit thing. I will link the sewing kit down below. I got it from Amazon for pretty cheap if you are trying to find an alternative for Z palettes. So as you can see, that's the shade we just talked about, and on top right here, this one is a shade from a Lancome quad, and this one is just a shimmery white shade, and right now I don't have much left, so I expect to finish that before the next update. And on the bottom here, this guy is from Revlon. I think this one is a single eyeshadow in the shade Peach Sorbet. And also, I don't have much left right now. I just have this kind of like edge right here. So hopefully I can finish that before the next update as well. So of course, let me insert you a picture what they look like at the beginning of the project. The next product I have here is my Revlon Nearly Naked face powder. So as you can see, I have hit pan, and it's pretty big pan too. I actually didn't expect it to happen so quickly, so I'm really happy about that. I know this powder doesn't have much content. It's only 0.28 ounces, so it's a little bit smaller than a typical face powder, but I'm happy with my pan anyways. And when I started, I had a little dip going out, but there was no pan at all. So let me insert you a picture where I started. Next, I have a foundation from Rimmel. This is their Match Perfection in the color 330 Sand. So this one I didn't get to use too much, so that's where I started, and this is my update right now. I only moved it down by a little bit just because the color right now it's a little too dark for me, and I have to mix it with some other foundation to make the color match me well. For that reason, it's not gonna go down super quickly, but I'm kind of okay with it. I would rather have a slow progress than an overly dark orange face. Hopefully I will get a little bit more tan throughout the next month or 2, and maybe I can use this a little bit more and finish it by the end of the project. Next, I have an eyeliner. This is from Jordana. It's easyliner for eyes in the color black. So I really like this line of eyeliners. I have used a couple other different shades before. This one is just black, of course, and it's retractable. It's pretty nice. I would say I would probably consider repurchasing since they're pretty cheap. And when I started, this was pretty much a new pencil, and that's where I was, and this is where I am right now. So the progress actually is a little slower than I expected. I was hoping I could have used this a little bit more, but you know, progress is progress. I probably would have to try a little harder in the next few weeks, just because if I go in this speed, I don't think I can finish it by the end of the project. So maybe I just have to work a little harder on it. Then I have 3 lip products in this project. The first one is a jumbo eye pencil from Tarte. This is their lipsurgence in the color Sweet. So the line in the middle actually is where I started at the beginning of the project, and I put a little arrow next to it, and this is how much I have left now. So I really just have that little snub left now. I think I should be able to finish this fairly quickly. It is kind of on the softer side. It's not a long-lasting pencil by any means, so I can reapply it multiple times throughout the day. This is what I have on my lips right now too. It's just a peachy nude color for me. The only complaint I have is that it has a lot of golden shimmer in it. So if you reapply multiple times throughout the day, you know, the color kind of gets wear off, but the shimmer stays behind. So you kind of like have a metallic lip. So whenever I reapply, I have to like wipe off my entire lips clean and then reapply to avoid the shimmer. That's the only complaint I have, but I think it's a really lovely color. The second lip product I have is a Revlon lip butter. This one is in the color Sorbet. I was trying to finish this before 2016, and it is kind of like on the brighter pink side. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, to be honest with you. So this is the shade, as you can see. I don't usually wear a color like this very often, but I figured if I couldn't wear it during the summer, then when else would I be able to use it, you know? So I was focusing on the Tarte a little bit more, so this guy I didn't get to wear it too much. I was only able to move it down by just a little bit right there, as you can see. I probably only used it for a day or two and then reapplied a few times throughout the day. I mean, I'm happy with that progress just because I know this color is not an easy color for me anyways, so any progress is good progress in my head. The last lip product is actually a little bit disappointing. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Gloss in the shade Infinitely Likeable. It's a very pretty baby pink shade, but I didn't use it much at all throughout the month. I don't want to mark on MAC packaging just because some of the stores wouldn't take it back for the Back to MAC program if you have marks on it. So I just marked it on a piece of paper. You probably could see it. Yeah, kind of barely. So the first line is where I started and the second line is where I am now. So I barely used it. I don't know. I probably have used it for a day and that's about it. I think it's definitely on the thicker side. It's a little annoying, to be honest with you, because we've had quite a few windy days and I definitely want to avoid using a very sticky lip gloss when it's windy outside. So hopefully the weather would change a little bit and I can start wearing it more. And here, let me just give you a swatch. It's a pretty opaque shade and it's a pinky nude. I think it's a lovely color. I just have to use it more. So the very last product is a perfume. So this one is my Gucci 2, and when I started I didn't have much left. I just wanted to finish it, and actually my progress is a lot slower than I expected. So the first line is where I started and I was able to use it just a little bit. So that concerns me a little bit, I think, just because I only have about 6 weeks left to finish this product. I'm not too sure if I can do that. I do apply it every day, but hopefully I can still finish it by the end of the project. So that's all the 10 products in my project. I think I'm doing okay, not amazing for sure, but still acceptable. I would like to move those products out a little bit faster, but I know I have to work a little harder now because the first 2 weeks aren't the best. So anyways, let me know if you're doing a project as well. I would like to watch your videos, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.